Hello there. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to use the Euclidean algorithm to get the greatest common divisor of pairs of numbers. So let's start off with 963 and 297. First of all, 963, is greater than 297. So we have to write 963 over here is equal to something times 297 plus a remainder. Now, how many times does 297 fit into 963? We can estimate here. We can do 297 times 3. Okay, so we have 3 times 7, 21, 3 times 9, 27 plus 2, 29, and then 3 times 2 is 6 plus 2 is 8. Okay, so 297 is going to fit into 963 3 times. So let's write that down. So we've got 3 times 297 plus a remainder. But what's the remainder? Well, let's do 963 minus 891. This will give us 3 minus 1, which is 2. We borrow from here 16 minus 9, which is 7, and 8 minus 8, which is 0. So the remainder in this case is going to be 72. Okay, so 963 is the same as 3 times 297 plus 72. Now we're going to move on to the next stage of finding the greatest common divisor. So the next stage is this: 297 is greater than 72. Okay, so we write 297 is equal to something times 72 plus a remainder. Now we can estimate what this is going to be. So let's do 72 times 4. So that gives us 4 times 2, which is 8, and then 4 times 7, which is 28. Okay, so this is going to be 4 times 72 plus a remainder. But what's that remainder? Let's do 297 minus 288. So we can borrow from this 9 over here. We have 17 minus 8, which is 9, 8 minus 8, which is 0, 2 minus 2, which is 0. So the remainder in this case is going to be equal to 9. Now what's the final step over here? Well, it turns out that 72, is greater than 9. So we put 72 over here is equal to, and it turns out that's 8 times 9. Okay, so the greatest common divisor is actually going to be 9. Okay, the greatest common divisor of both of these numbers is going to be equal to 9, because after this there is actually no remainder. Okay, so this is how we can use the Euclidean algorithm to get the greatest common divisor of two numbers. Now let's try out another couple of numbers, that is 907 and 605. Now it turns out 907 is greater than 605. So we have to write 907 is equal to something times 605 plus a remainder. But we know this is going to be 1 times 605 plus a remainder. But what's that remainder? Let's do 907 minus 605. That gives us 2 over here, 0 over here, and 3 over here. So the remainder is going to be 302. Okay, now what's the next stage? Well, 605, okay, is greater than 302. And we're going to put down 605 over here. And that is 2 times 302, okay, which gives us 604 plus 1. Okay, now what's the final stage over here? Well, 302 is obviously greater than 1, and we're going to write 302 is 1 times 302 plus 0 as a remainder. So the greatest common divisor of both of these numbers is actually going to be equal to 1. Okay, so here were a couple of examples of how to use the Euclidean algorithm to get the greatest common divisor of pairs of numbers. If you have any questions regarding this video, leave them in a comment section below and I'll respond to you as quickly as I can. For more maths content, as always, visit mathematics.proofs on Instagram. Thanks for watching this video and see you next time.